Hello and welcome, Pocket Watch here, and it's about time for another episode of Umineko Saku. So yeah, let's continue, and this time it's time to finally get out the story and check what are the insights, shall we? So let's go. Saku, and I will skip because I couldn't save there if I remember correctly. 1 second. Yeah, okay, I couldn't save here. So I will skip to the choice and then we'll continue. There it is, the choice when we click don't kill, and Beato thanking us for that. So I'm sorry, Beato, this time I'm here to take the cats out of the story, so let's go. Ooh. There's the cats. Okay. Oh wow. That actually got us like some kind of like title screen or something. Okay. Accomplices. This time, let's make Kraus and Natsuki into accomplices. Oh, so this is just like giving us like a random... Maybe this is not like overall what happened, but like one of the forgeries, or like one of the stories at least, because it's this time, so it's like one of the next things. Like Planner also said, right, like this is your next story, so in this next story Kraus and Natsuki are going to be the ones. Okay, but Natsuki has a lot of pride, so even if I flash an enormous sum of money in front of her, it's hard to imagine that she would easily be partner to a dreadful incident. Yeah, that's true. But also we know they are kinda accomplices, right? Like, they're hiding death of Kinzo. They are into this, we knew this. With regard to that problem, actually yeah, maybe this is actually about Umineko in general in that case. Yeah. With regards to that problem, I will have to corner her, so she has no place to run and no margin for options. After the typhoon starts, I will secretly guide Kraus and Natsuki to underground VIP room, reveal the bomb trigger, and threaten them. Oh! Okay. If they refuse, everyone dies. If they cooperate, those not sacrificed to the epitaph can come back alive. All means to connect the island to the outside have already been completely cut off. They have no way to resist. Okay. Makes sense. I mean, they must cooperate, but they are rich already, so like just giving them money is not really an issue, right? But also, there's that case when you remember, like Kraus shown Natsuki the golden ingot that he got. We can say that that was like the narration thing. Like Natsuki already knew about the gold, unless like first that was Kraus who got to see the room, and then he provided this like to Natsuki basically. October 4th, after dusk. The rain and the wind are getting stronger. The typhoon is already enveloping the island in earnest. So far without big surprises, but this is like the first part, I guess, of like, yeah, like who is with. Natsuki stood frozen in front of the open wide entrance, the second underground staircase, and darkness beyond. Okay. Bato said that with a composed smile. Also, we can already say, like, even in this, the narration is not really something you should trust. Because I don't think, like, Beato would show up as Beato to them. Maybe. Or maybe she would. Maybe yeah. Because that would be like random person suddenly appeared on the island, right? So she's in the disguise. Yeah, makes sense. I feel like maybe she would like show up in her like normal like appearance, right?
これが親父殿の秘密の通路。
Yeah. Even since his childhood, Kraus believed in the existence of the secret passage and the secret room that only Kinzo knew about. Smart. But even so, when it's brazenly right before his eyes like this, he can enter without hesitation.
まさかクラウスまで暗闇を怯えるのではあるまいな。それともこうして礼拝堂の裏で風雨に身をさらし続けることを選ぶという。
この先に何があるというのかね。
その目で確かめるがよい。うすうすは想像がついているくせに。
あなた、やめましょう。
Also, like, Beato is just like one person, there are two of them, like, cannot like then they just like overwhelm her and just like knock her out? I mean, I guess if like she just appeared as Beato, then they might be terrified and think that, well, she might be like some kind of like unnatural thing. Might be. That's why they don't move. But yeah, like if she like revealed that everyone will die if you don't help me, what's like the like they could just like deal with her, right?
きっとこれは何かの罠です。
私もできることならば、こんな薄気味の悪い階段を降りたくなどない。しかしどうやら私たちには選択の余地はなさそうだ。
Is she holding a gun? Oh, is she? Now it all makes sense. Okay. Now it all makes sense. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, I was like weirded out by this. Makes sense. Yeah. True. While grinning broadly, Bato playfully spun the sort of rifle held in her hand. Indeed, Kraus and Tsugi had been threatened with a gun and forced here. Makes sense. Yeah. They had thought for certain that they were forced here. It was to kill them in a place where no one would notice. However, now that they've been shown the secret staircase, they were beginning to think that maybe she wasn't planning to kill them. I wonder like on what basis she chose the accomplices, you know? I mean, I guess like she chose them only on the base knowledge of that like Kinzo is dead, basically, because that would be convenient for her plot. To have like some people that already lying, you know? That she knew the second underground staircase as the cause of Beato being a witch, yeah, and she didn't like showed her true self. And she went out of her way to show it, so she probably had some other motive than to kill them. No, she definitely did. Kraus gulped down deeply, and they began to slowly descend the underground staircase. Natsuki followed behind her husband. Okay. And Beato, grinning confidently, followed after them. The enormous pile of gold in the underground VIP room. Of course it makes Kraus and Natsuki hearts jump, but just now, that wouldn't make them accomplices to some kind of a dreadful incident, yeah? Like, we knew that Natsuki and Kraus are in this. Especially from that they know that... Well, okay, I'm not going through Furies again, god damn it. This will take too long. Like, that's not the main Umineko series, I'm not going to sit here like for like in like 20 minutes episode and talk like for hour. Oh, okay. I made Fury videos and Fury like streams and talked about like things on Discord. No, too much. But pretty much we knew that, but we didn't like really discover how exactly did they got like into this. I didn't thought about not being bribed, but it makes sense that hey, they have money, like bribe makes no fucking sense here. only the older siblings needed money. Like other siblings could be bribed easily because they all need money. But Kraus and Natsuhi, yeah, like they just like need some other means. And so the bomb trigger was explained. Since Kraus had a good understanding of Kinzo's madness, even the embellishment that Kinzo amused himself with the trigger that would blow up the whole island wasn't something that could be just laughed off. It was important for Beato to ensure they fully understand the bomb threat and the authority that it comes with.
そんなどうしてお父様が自分の住む島にそんな爆弾を仕掛けるというのですか
Fun!
剣島にはかつて海軍の秘密基地がある。
Yeah.
という話は何度か聞いたことが、
Uh-huh.
そして親父殿も命運が尽きた時にもというようなことを昔言っていたような気がする。
I think it was even said in the prologue of Umineko, if I remember correctly. Like, prologue of Umineko basically told us that Kinzo is not the one that wrote the epitaph, basically, because he never wanted to give anyone anything. Like, he said like he will perish and everything will perish and like no one gets anything, and epitaph is about like giving stuff away. This is just like very short interpretation of like much longer like talk.
そうとも。そしてその仕掛けは後宮家の真の当主に受け継がれる。つまり今はわらわだけが。
Okay. By activating it, the device can at any time cause giant explosion. But the explanation may not be convincing enough. In that case, Genji will be there too. Yeah, Genji is also in this. We all know this because Genji knows the true identity. If the same story also comes from Genji mouths, its credibility will sharply rise. So she basically bullshitted about how exactly the clock works. So they don't know that it only happened on specific hour.
かつて親方様が作られた次元爆弾の仕掛けは今や新しき当主ベアトリーチェ様のものでございます。
Hearing the same story from Genji, Natsuhi was at the loss of words. And understandably so. On the island where she had spent so many years was buried an enormous amount of explosives. They could have, at Kinzo's slightest whim, or by some kind of coincidence, massively explode. Natsuhi was petrified at the reality that she was still living on such an island even now.
なるほど。恐ろしい話だよ。しかしそれは戦争中の爆薬で。
Oh, he's going to... Oh, he's going... Oh wow, this is... Okay, I see. I mean, we knew what happened, but now we see when it exactly happened. That's like, Bato's going to show them off that explosives works. That's how the shrine went gone. You remember the shrine? Yep. We got that in the Furies.
それが今も起爆するとは思えんのだ。
問題ありません。
Yep, let me demonstrate.
親方様の命により定期的に検査を行っておりました。
もちろん爆薬のテストもしたぞ。
Oh, already tested. Okay, I thought like they will just do this now. Now they will just reveal. You remember the shrine? That wasn't really the Thunderbolt.
その威力は申し分ないものであった。あの程度の量であれだけの威力を見せたのだ。少なくともこの屋敷を中心に数百メートルを完全に吹き飛ばすなど造作もないことであろうな。
爆薬のテスト。
そうであるとも。爆薬の威力を実験するためにあるものを爆破したのだ。そなたたちもよく知っていたものだ。
Kraus and Natsuhi looked at each other. They didn't remember there being any kind of big explosion anywhere nearby. Shrine is gone. Shrugging her shoulders with a smile, Bato signaled to Genji to explain it to them.
旦那様、奥様、お忘れですか。鎮守の社のこと。
真珠のヤシ。
Yep. The local shrine. built on the reef just a little ways out of Rokkenjima port. Last year it was demolished by some large wave or lightning or something, yep. They hadn't really thought about it much. There's no way some large wave could wash away the whole shrine, let alone the reef. Yeah, you think so? There was a group among the servants who said purple lightning fell from the sky and smashed the shrine, or some such rumor. But there's no such thing as purple lightning. Much less lightning that could smash the shrine and even destroy the reef.
まさか
Yep.
そんな
そういうことよ。わらわの復活を
Confirmed.
あの社を岩礁ごと吹き飛ばさせてもらったのよ。しかしあれほどの威力とは。社が吹き飛べば上等と思っていたが、まさか岩礁ごと吹き飛ばすとはな。
I wonder, like, I didn't thought about this, probably. I wonder if Beato told Natsuhi who she really is. Right? I mean, we know there was a phone from the baby from 19 years ago, right? And Natsuhi knows that there's a person from 19 years ago on the island, but did she ever know that Beato is the one that she threw away back in the day? I didn't thought about this. Because she could be paranoid and not knowing who it is, but maybe she actually knows. That's why she's paranoid about like picking up the phone before anyone else in episode 1, for example, because she knows who's going to call and stuff like this, you know? Huh. I mean, in the first episode, we knew already that Atsuhi knows about baby from 19 years ago, and that's why she's been freaked out. But what I mean is, like, does she know that the baby from 19 years ago is Beato? That's my question here. I don't think I remember talking about this. I would have to like go through my notes again to find such information, but I don't remember correctly. So it would be nice if they could like give me like answer, I guess. I don't remember if I talked about this. About like them knowing each other identity. I mean, Beato obviously knows about Natsuhi, but other way around? I don't know, not sure.
人間の生み出した武器も実に恐ろしいものだぞ。
状況は理解したよ。それで君はここへ私たちを招いて、それに対し何を求めていると言うんだ。普通ならばそれに対し金でも要求するのか。そこに山と積まれている黄金があるように、そして私の命が目的なら
Yeah.
さっさと奪っているはず。
It's about my brains on the white horse.
まさかメイドの土産を気取って六軒島の秘密を聞かせてくれたわけではないと思うのだ。
Kraus tried to act as calm as possible. Certainly, as his every word slightly quivered, his nervousness and agitation still hadn't cooled down. However, the mountain of gold piled there, and the story about a massive amount of explosives that could blow up the whole island, that was that way to abnormal reality, made the scene before his eyes also feel more like the event happened on the other side of the TV screen. In some senses, they might have let him regain his composure. Moreover, thinking more calmly, it had been declared that the means of contacting the outside world had already been severed. Furthermore, that is also understood that the typhoon would isolate the island for the period of 2 days. There was nowhere to run. On the whim of the Golden Witch worthy of the inheriting Kushimiya's Kings of Madness, everyone on Rokkenjima could be blown to smithereens. For Natsuhi to understand this, she would probably need to cool her head for a while more. However, Kraus was already starting to calmly accept it. Okay.
君はこれから何かの条件と引き換えに、それがどのようなものか可能な限り交渉に応じるつもりだ。
ほう、意外にも理解が早くて助かるぞ。
おそらくそれは断りがたいものだろう。
I mean, she pretty much got you on her palm already, like you cannot refuse whatever she wants at this point.
何しろ今の私たちは島丸ごと君に人質
Yep.
に取られているも同然なのだからね。
その通りだ。爆発から逃れる方法は2つしかない。1つはわらわしか知らない方法によって次元装置を解除すること。
Oh, okay, so I thought like they bullshitted them about whenever it can explode, but by when it can explode whenever, they just mean like there's a certain time that will escape and explode that you don't know when, basically. They never said it's going to be on midnight, just like we saw a few minutes ago, but they never told like, yeah, exact hour. They know it's some kind of hour, but they don't know which one.
もう一つはこの格子の向こうの地下通路より島の反対側へ行き爆発を逃れることのみだ。
Yeah, and that's what Eva did.
見ての通りこの格子の施錠も我が手中にある。いずれの方法で生き残るにせよ。
分かって私たちも自分の命は追うし、しかし同時に君も私たちに何らかの協力を得なければ、次元爆弾と黄金という最高の切り札を2枚も持つ君が
いいともクラウスよ。そなたが望むならそうしようではないか。これは脅迫ではない、取引だ。わらわはそなたたちの協力を得たい。
先に見返りを聞こうではないか。
この黄金の山のすべてと家族の命を保証しよう。
I mean, they have money, but I mean, okay, actually, never mind. Kraus may have money, but he's in the debt anyway because he's moon tourism shenanigans. God damn it, Kraus. Yeah, true. Like, they have money, but not that much money. So, gold would be nice. But under normal circumstances, I don't think that would be enough to bribe them with this. But yeah, family life? Hell yeah, that's a good value. So basically you're saying that they will not be chosen by the roulette.
ただし、それ以外の一切は諦めてもらうがな。
Yep.
それ以外の一切という意味を
All of your other family.
そのままの意味だ。何しろ、この島のすべては吹き飛ぶのだからな。
This mansion, inheritance. Kraus and Natsuki both were shocked at such outrageous proposition. Yeah, basically your family will leave, but you doomed everyone else to die to death. For a time they lost their composure, but even still, it was an offer that couldn't be refused. Kraus calmed Natsuki and regained his cool. He retorted that if the island were to blow up, there wouldn't be enough time to carry out the gold. Beato held out the card to the underground safe at the bank. That was what Beato had turned cash into cash so far. Yeah, these are the cards that were sent later in the letters. In an underground vault beneath the bank head office slept 1 billion yen stuffed into the arch case. By holding out this card, she guaranteed Kraus 1 billion yen. But Kraus found it hard to believe that there really was 1 billion yen in that safe. But money can't buy the lives of his family. Once again, after disputing with Natsuki, he was dispirited and worn. In exchange for his family's absolute safety, Kraus reluctantly offered up his cooperation. Of course, there was self-interest too. The island being blown away would probably be treated as an accident. And along with that, without any relatives, the investigation directed at him would become unresolvable. Of course, this includes Kinzo's death too. Nearly all the troubles they bear will be gone. And even supposing there isn't 1 billion yen in the safe, there's a lot of money on Kinzo's life insurance plan. That's why he was hesitant. But to Kraus it wasn't a bad deal. Surprisingly, the guild part of his consequence. Kraus argued that there was no other way to protect Jessica. Yeah.
それで私たちに何をしろというのですか。
協力するとは言ったが、おかしな犯罪の片棒は担ぐに。
No, like, don't worry about this, Kraus. It's going to be accident. Kraus Natsuhi said completely drained.
わらわはとある人物をもてなすために
Oh yeah.
芝居を上
Oh yeah.
ある物語。
そやつとわらわは推理小説を足し
Yep.
互いに議論を交わした仲よ。ゆえにその6年ぶりの帰りを祝って極上のミステリーで歓迎してやりたいの。
Kinda drastic mystery. Uh-huh. It would seem that on that island shut off by the typhoon, Beata wants to put on some kind of bizarre play. The role is to obey the scenario she prepared, so that the story will stay consistent. In other words, to become characters in her play. To act and speak only in accordance with her scenario. There apparently was nothing more required of them than that. Except, all other things are forbidden. In the event that her story is interfered with, the safety of Kraus' family is not guaranteed. The only way to escape the giant explosion is to get far away from the mentioned grounds. The only way to do that is to escape to the opposite side of the island by the tunnel out from the underground VIP room. I don't remember exactly right now who survived first Twilight. I know like obviously Shannon survived. Shannon wasn't even in the shed in the first place. I mean, she could be, but it's just like fake body basically. I mean, we don't have fake bodies, if I remember correctly. Anyway, yeah, Shannon survives anyway. Like, first Twilight, she's not dead. I don't remember if anyone else did. I think Kraus died in the Fury crafting. I would have to check notes to be sure because it's been a while. I think Kraus died? I will check after this probably. Or at the end of this recording or something, I don't know. The only way to do escape to the opposite side of the island by the tunnel, yeah, okay. That's what Eva did. And that underground tunnel is blocked by the locked metal grate. Yeah, we know that that gate. It's like they were like stuck in the tunnel before. Only Beato holds a key. And Beato promises, after everything is over, she will hand the key over to Kraus. The whole story was dangerous and shady all over. No, perhaps this was necessary aspect for a play. How did Eva got this key then? Huh. When did she get the key? She in exchange for all the gold was saying she wanted help just for one last play, or perhaps sideshow. The dress of the witch in the portrait that she wore, and the whimsical smiling. She perhaps joys, only permitted to those who solve the mystery of the epitaph. Kraus continued to press for his family's safety. That, when that promise was broken, all cooperation ceases. And to that Beata would once again say that if they didn't follow the scenario provided, not a single person would survive. While scrolling at them with a crazy laugh. Oh, I just thought about this. Right, it makes sense now. Like, a bit more sense. Like, in the Fury crafting, in the episode 1, when they're like in the study of Kinzo, like I said before, the phone called and Natsuhi was like freaked out and wanted to pick up the phone before anyone else. And that's when we Fury crafted that at this point, like, we didn't show it in the narration, but that was like the very first suggestion that she knows about the person from 19 years ago. But now, even if she doesn't know that that was the baby from 19 years ago, she knew that's Beato. Because they met already. That makes sense now. Like, it's not necessarily mean that... I mean, it made sense before as well, but now we know that it not necessarily mean that she knew about baby from 19 years ago, but she knew about Beato. It's still like the same, but like, you know, like a little bit different. But yeah, everything fits so far. If they didn't follow the scenario provided, not a single person would survive, while scrolling at them with a crazy laugh. And with that, Krauznatsuhi had been made complacent. The cooperation of all the servants and of Nanjo had already been arranged. Yep, pretty much. That's all we know as well. The preparations for the game board were now complete. And finally the story begins. Okay. Yeah. It's not coming down, we all know, and this is the end of this episode. Thank you everyone for being with me, for watching this episode. I will see you in the next one. How do I save? There is the save. Okay. So I will just cut here for a second. I want to open my notes to see what I had deducted for who survived the first Twilight. I don't remember now exactly. 1 second. Okay, so from what I see, I think overall that was the ones that died in the first Twilight: Rosa, Goda, Rudolph, Kyrie, and maybe Kraus. But I think I was like, he's dead most likely. If I read these notes correctly. I have him on like maybe. Oh, and the second, yeah, okay, we have like second Twilight, and I thought then that he's alive because that made sense to everything else. So Kraus is alive, I think. Oh my god, why I didn't like make these notes like more like consistent and like know what the hell they mean? Because like if you watched my like, if you've been on the Fury crafting videos, I mean on like streams on the previous channel that we had, and maybe you watched the Fury crafting videos on that I re-uploaded on this, it's not all of them because like most of the streams were lost sadly with the old channel. But I have like total mess in the notes. I never made them like, you know, just wrote line per line. It's just like total bunch of like different stuff that I talked over. I think, yeah, I think like Kraus might be alive. Anyway, we'll see. I don't know. These notes are like total mess. Anyway. Thank you everyone for being with me for this episode. I'll see you in the next one. So this is getting interesting. We're going to... So far everything matches to what I Fury crafted before, so I'm happy that at least like I got correctly the beginning. I didn't thought about like Beato exactly showing them the thing, but I knew there were accomplices for like different reasons, I guess. Like I thought like Natsuki at least knew about baby from 19 years ago. Seems like it's not the case, but it's very similar. They just knew that Beato is a thing. So yeah, thank you everyone for being with me. I will see you in the next one. So leave a like if you liked the episode. Subscribe for more, check my Discord and become a member if you'd like to support me and see these episodes earlier. Thank you everyone once again, and for a Pocket Watch, let's get out.